Question of the day. Someone said, Harley, now there's a big elephant in the lounge room, and her name is Leah Keefe, pun intended. Can you explain, this lady was a vegan for 20 years on your healthy vegan lifestyle that you promote, and she's run into some serious health problems. Can you please explain, Duran Rider, what's the deal? Question comes up all the time, which is great, which is good when you get the same questions day in, day out, because you can answer them fantastically. So let's hear from, not my words, but Leah's words, what her definition of her vegan diet was. Now we're on KPFA 94.1 radio, and Duran Rider is your DJ.
However, I know a lot of people that have been vegetarian for a long time who seem perfectly healthy to me. Was this something particular to you, or do you think this is a widespread issue?
I think it's very widespread. I think that the human body was never meant to absorb that amount of sugar, and whether you call
it... Leah, every single cell in the human body runs on glucose. So it's like saying we shouldn't breathe air because the body's not meant to run on oxygen. It's meant to run on carbon dioxide or some crazy thing. So we can see where Leah makes the mistake. She fears carbohydrates, she starves herself, and then she ends up eating, carcass. So,
carbohydrate or white sugar, whatever you want to call it, it is just sugar. Every life molecule has to be absorbed into your bloodstream, and it is sugar. And that's a big part of the problem. I do think that if you're a vegetarian, you're...
So again, Leah thinks this is part of the problem. Leah, look up the word glycogen and get back to me on that one, because we're actually in contact.
It'll last a lot longer than you are as a vegan, because at least you're getting some complete proteins and some animal fats and some of those fat-soluble vitamins. But as a vegan now, you're going to...
Okay, so Leah says you can be vegetarian because you're getting some of the complete proteins and some of the animal fats. Correct me if I'm wrong, but all plant foods have all 8 essential amino acids, and this is, this is documented. This is not hippy-whippy, quee-kong, wishy-washy, snippy-whippy, whatever facts. This is like medical, clinical, documented fact that all plant foods contain all 8 essential amino acids. So, again, Leah has a very minimal knowledge on human nutrition. I think she's quoting studies from rats, maybe in the 1930s. So we get up to speed. All plant foods contain all 8 essential amino acids. And Leah says the animal fats. I'm trying to think, what animal fats do we need? Oh, that's right. Leah's referring to cholesterol, saying that we need to consume extra cholesterol because we're obviously not getting enough. I mean, over 500,000 US citizens last year died from heart disease, unfortunately. So I guess we're cholesterol deficient, or perhaps all those heart disease cases were from eating rice and beans and vegetables and fruits. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all those clinical studies done on reversing heart disease on a low-fat, vegan, high-carbohydrate lifestyle were all frauds. Maybe the whole China study is just wishy-washy stuff. Maybe Dr. Esselstyn is just a quack. Maybe heartattackproof.com is all nonsense. So, so Leah's saying that we get enough complete protein and fat from eggs and dairy, but then we still need to eat dead animals, and then saying that vegans fall apart, but then Leah's not even an athlete, and you've got vegan athletes who are dominating. Carl Lewis, the veganbodybuilding.com, myself, I've cycled over 180,000 kilometers as a vegan. Actually, today I did 200 kilometers. 200 kilometers today. It was a fun ride. We had 4,000 riders, and I started dead last and rode through the crowd. 4,000 people over 130 Ks, and then I rode home. So 200 Ks for the day. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you right now, nobody passed me in any hill. It was funny. It was a good ride.
Labs. And the last study they did, actually surveying vegans and how often they cheated. Once a week, vegans eat beef, which to me was a shock.
So vegans eat beef once a week. Then how come they're getting nutritional issues, like Leah says? You know what I mean? That's like saying, don't fly in planes because they crash. Drive a car instead. Cars don't crash. You know what I mean? It's insane.
you call it complex carbohydrate or white sugar, whatever you want to call it, it is just sugar. Every last molecule has to be absorbed into your bloodstream, and it is sugar. And that's a big part of the problem. I do think that if you're a vegetarian, you're going to last a lot longer than you are as a vegan, because at least you're getting some complete proteins and some animal fats and some of those fat-soluble vitamins. But as a vegan, no, you're going to collapse. And the last study they did actually surveying vegans and how often they cheated, once a week, vegans eat beef, which to me was a shock because I never cheated on beef, but I certainly binged on eggs and dairy every chance I got. And then, you would...
Hey, so vegans are going to fall apart because they don't eat animals, but vegans also eat animals once a week. And Leah Keith said she was a vegan, but she says, I binged on eggs and dairy every chance I got. Please rerun this video for that last few 30 seconds. Listen to it, and listen to Leah just say one thing then the other. So it's like saying, my name's Harley. G'day, my name's Larry. You know what I mean? It's like saying, I've ridden my bicycle every day to work for the last 20 years, and I catch public transport every chance I got. It's like saying married people cheat once a week. It's insane. Vegans cheat once a week on beef. Well, hey, that's great then, because and then Leah, how do you explain the other stuff? You know what I mean? If you're confused right now, play back what Leah Keith just said, and let's see how confused you are then. Insane. So no wonder all these people were saying, oh, I know a raw foodist who got osteoporosis. Because someone drinks celery juice and has a raw food book on their bookshelf, and then they, break a hip. People make all these generalizations. Over 500,000 US citizens died from heart disease last year. You know what I mean? And people are saying you need to eat more cholesterol and saturated fat. I honestly don't know what to say sometimes. Sometimes I just say, go back to sleep. Other times it's like, check out the science, follow your heart. You just gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. So what's my intention of this video? Same as all my videos, and that is to educate, inform, empower you, the viewer. With what? With information, with transparency, with objective information. What does objective means? Objective means 2 + 2 = 4. Subjective means if you add this and add that, you get that. Objective means today I actually rode 200 kilometers. Subjective means I went for a long bike ride today. So basically what I'm trying to do is clarify what went wrong. It's like if there's a bicycle accident, someone has a crash on their bike and says, oh, cycling's dangerous, you can't do this. It's like, hang on, let's replay what you actually did. Okay, you actually hit some gravel with your front wheel and slid out and had a crash and hit your head. So it wasn't actually cycling, you weren't paying attention to where you were riding. So not paying attention is dangerous. Cycling's fine. Being a vegan is fine. It's when you have an eating disorder, when you're smoking crack, when you're shooting up meth, when you're anorexic, when you're trying to be a breatharian, when you're carb phobic, when you're not trying to get 3 hours sleep a night, when you're trying to run on 100 calories a day. Those are the things that, boom, knock you off the deep end. They're the king hits to your health. It's not veganism. So what happens? I encourage all viewers to listen and pay attention to people. Go to these people's talks and say, hey, you're overweight, you claim to be doing this, what's the deal? And don't tell me some BS crap about thyroid or whatever, or genetics or absorption. Tell me what's going on really, because I want to know, because it's confusing what you're saying and what you look like and all this stuff. So be critical, think critically. It's not about being mean and nasty, it's about helping people. It's easy to be silent and just stand there and go, and judging while we pretend we don't judge. Judging's good, critical thinking, good. I love when people say, oh, I don't judge, I just pretend I don't judge. So be critical, ask these people questions. Where did Leah Keith go wrong? Boom, she had carb phobia. 2, she thought you need to get protein from eating your next neighbour's cat and sucking breast milk from cows. Hello, grown adults, we don't need milk anymore, we're grown up. If you want to drink milk, fine, go to the hospital and drink some human milk, but it's crazy. 3rd thing, she believes any crap on the internet. You know what I mean? Someone says, oh, but vegans eat beef once a week, and, yes, So, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, if that's the case, I've got some land for sale in Florida. It's underwater, but it's great if you're a fish lover. And fourth is people don't want to do something. Because if they want to do something, they take advice and people getting the results they desire. So then they just spout up all this crap about, oh, I tried that, and sure I've got an eating disorder, sure I'm a bit schizophrenic, but no, it's because I was a vegan. Vegan plants are evil. Vegan diet attacked me. I'm a victim. Please help me. I'm a flake. I was a flake 20 years ago. I'm a flake today. I'm probably going to be a flake the rest of my life. Please listen to me. Come on, get your act together. Follow your heart. Eat enough carbohydrate, calories. Drink enough water, get enough sleep so you can snap out of the flaky flounderisms of life and taking advice from these people in New York City or LA or wherever, Sydney, Australia, these people sitting back with their nice sunglasses, smoking bongs and going, yeah, man, I can't eat fruit because it's high GI and it's imported, man, but this is stuff's from Pakistan. It's imported, man, but I don't know. I just find out what works for you, and I don't have any solutions, but I've got plenty of stones to throw at the people who do have solutions. Stone throwers. Stoned stone throwers is what's the backbone of our health industry today. Stone throwers. Stoned on dead animals, stoned on dope, stoned on whatever, stoned on money, fame, and hooking up with heaps of chicks and just blowing them off the deep end. So just, again, take advice and the people get the results you desire. You know, keep your blood clean, your body lean, your mind sharp, critically think, carb up, hydrate, sleep up, and enough of the BS. Transparency, objective information, please. Ask your guru and be your own guru. Be your guru's guru above all. Thank you for watching.